Hello, everybody. I hope that it's going to be plain sailing with my technical hitches. How is everyone doing? It's so lovely to see all of you. How are you guys? I could not wait for this live stream. Honestly, we've got a banger today. We're going to be talking about how to heal from narcissistic, toxic relationships. But before we get into the live, how is everyone doing? Please, if you're doing good, put a smiley face there in the chat. Those of you that are watching that are not in the chat, hello to you guys as well. Please also don't forget to press the like button, guys. You know how much it helps to get this information out there, and it helps, like with the algorithm. I can see familiar names, so it's so lovely to see you guys. Honestly, like and I've been, before, because I can see the chat going. And as I'm getting ready and I'm adjusting the lights, so there's no technical hitches, I can see that you're all talking to one another. This is so lovely. Guy next door from the Netherlands, Victoria, Oxford, Brett. Yang, I really wouldn't make a joke of it because you were late today. Hello, Liz from beautiful Costa Rica. Like, I would... Do you know, one day I will go. I have the bug again. No, Liz, no, it didn't end. We're just beginning. We literally are just beginning. So stay around. Hi. Oh, you're also from the Netherlands. Guys, I'm from the UK. Okay. And we are having winter again. So we are having Australian weather. Literally, we are having winter. I don't think we ever had summer. Midnight Blue, hello, my dear. Dwayne, oh, it's so nice to hear from you. See you, Maryland. Yes, thank you so much, Vanessa. How is everyone doing? Hello, Ellery. Brett, don't even ask about the weather. It's literally winter. It's so cold. It's like, I think, guys, those of you that are from the UK, like, how cold? How cold is it? But I'm escaping this cold weather. I am going. Maria, if you are watching, I'm coming to you. Maria is my friend, also from the UK, but she's in Greece. So I know she, yeah, I know. Don't rub it in, Yang. Hertfordshire, yeah. Sing, you know this weather is just unbearable. I know. So today, guys, we are talking how to heal from this narcissistic relationship. No, Brett, it's not lucky me. Honestly, if you have this weather all year round, it is just not good. Victoria, you're from north in the UK. Yes, so you're yes, so it's just grey and rainy all the time. Oh, this is so great. Martis Millie. I really hope I've said that right. Oh my God, I'm sorry if I haven't. Yes, Oxford, can you make me a tea as well? Just with a little bit of oat milk, please. Thank you, my dear. Can you bring it up as well? Thank you. Yes, Scotty, it's just rainy here as well. Yep, absolutely. So yes, so you guys are from everywhere. This is just, you know what, this is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. And I'm so grateful for all of you being here. For those of you that are watching that are not on the live chat, that's okay. I hope that you will enjoy this live stream and get as much from it as you can. Okay, yes, come on, guys. Please do like the live. Oh, you got rooibos tea. Oh, okay. I haven't got any tea. I've only got water today. I am just all teed out. I've been drinking tea all day today. I've only had one coffee. I had a matcha. Oh my God, I love matcha tea. Thank you so much, Oxford. Thank you, Midnight Blue. Florida, Jeanette's from Florida. Guys, you just from like these most exotic places in the world. This is just amazing. So I don't know how many of the likes we're up to. I'm going to start, guys. I'm going to start because you're all going to fall asleep with my babbling. In Frankfurt, it's probably similar to the UK. Yeah, Catherine, it is. We all need to be somewhere warmer. And those guys who are somewhere warmer want to be somewhere colder. Oh my gosh, I know. I know. It's just this cold weather gets into your bones. It's very damp here. That's what it is. 2 more likes. Come on, guys. Just 2 more likes. Those of you that are watching, please do press the like button. It really helps with the algorithm to get this information out there. Yes, smash the like button, everyone. Thank you, M. Singh. Thank you so much. Otherwise, I'm going to be chatting crap and you guys really are just going to get bored of me. Oh, you are. Yes. I've got to say, I saw these beautiful shoes and I really want them, but they're so expensive. I really need them in my life. Oh dear. Guys, I don't know what to do. I don't know whether to buy them or not. I really want these shoes. They're just so beautiful. Thank you so much. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Can I start? Can we start? Oh, bless you, Katrin. Thank you. The sales haven't been that great actually this year. Not that I haven't really gone so much in the sales, you know, but these shoes, I'm going to have to send a picture of them because like I really need them. Yeah, I knew you would say that, Yang. I need them. I haven't got a pair of shoes like this and I need them. Right, okay. Tony, I love that. Choose wisely. Love it. Right, guys, I'm going to start because otherwise I'll start describing these shoes and we're going to be talking about shoes and not how to heal from narcissistic relationship. Okay, so my friends, I know that what we have been through has been really challenging, okay? Really heartbreaking. And it takes a while for us to understand exactly what has happened because it makes us wonder so much about ourselves. It makes us doubt who we are. Do you know the worst thing? I think it makes us doubt our reality. So we get to know a version of ourselves where we think we are this certain way because the narcissist tells us that we are like that. Okay. And, you know, we're not. But we believe that. We believe that it is like this. And so many of us become so shocked, traumatized, beyond belief, like something that we never would imagine would ever happen to us. And from these experiences, this is what I always say, these people have come into our lives to teach us something. Okay? They're not meant to be in our lives, although they are, but they come in to teach us something. That's really why these narcissists have been there. These relationships are meant to be challenging. And for those of you that are kind of like just fresh out of it, okay, I want to say that, you know, a lot of us think, oh, maybe if we had said something different, maybe if we had done something different, things would have been different. But you know what, my friends? It wouldn't, because these relationships are not built to last. They are toxic through and through. And that's what you have to remember. It's not something that you could have done or you should have said differently that would have changed the outcome. No, this is how it is. And I feel like this is a big part of the closure. And I'm going to talk about closure because this is part of actually how to heal from these toxic interactions, these toxic experiences, is that we don't get the closure. We don't get the understanding. We don't actually, we're not told that this is A, B, and C. And we're like, we are left to make up our own conclusions. And ultimately, that's what it's about. It is about making our own conclusion. But the difficulty is believing that actually what we are thinking or the conclusion that we have come to is correct, because then we end up doubting ourselves because the narcissist has told us this, and then we ruminate and overthink. And this this is exactly what I'm going to be talking about, because I don't know if any of you saw the live that I did a couple of weeks ago, and that was all about the toxic things that we do, not necessarily the narcissist, because we know we've experienced it, but this is more about the toxic things that we do. Did anyone see that live? If you have, please put a yes in the comments, because I think for those of you that haven't, I would say go and try and rewatch some of that live. I know that the lives are long, they're 2 hours long, but there's a lot of information packed in these lives, and that's why I'm kind of saying that go and have a look, because I think this would kind of like tally up with this one that we're doing today. So I think what I will do is I've got the 7 tips, and I'll start off. And guys, please feel free. Like if you want to add some bits in, please do type it into the chat, because as I'm talking, I kind of do read what you guys are saying as well. So what you're writing rather. Okay, so I think the first thing that we should start off with is us. We need to feel our emotions. Okay. We need to feel them, because for so long we suppress them because we don't want to feel. And you know what? Trauma does actually do that to us. It stops us from feeling. Okay, it stops us from feeling. And our body does this to protect us. Okay? It does it to protect us. And the reason why our body protects us like this is because it stops us from feeling. Think about it. If you are always in this traumatic state, this state of like shock, this state of unbearable pain, our body and our mind will stop us from feeling that. Isn't that great? Like, isn't our body and our mind just wonderful? This stops us from feeling it so that we don't get re-triggered over and over again, so we don't have to relive it. So that's why this happens. It's a coping mechanism. But what happens is we get stuck in that. So we feel that if we suppress our emotions, if we suppress what we're feeling, we're not going to feel ever again. But how is that? How is that a way of living? And Katrin says, I experienced the discard 10 months ago, anxiety, panic attacks. And this is another way of our body letting us know. Thank you for sharing that, Katrin. That is another way of our body actually telling us that actually something isn't right. The anxiety, the panic attacks. It gets to that point where we are unable to cope. But if we're feeling our emotions, okay, what this is all about is to allow us to feel, because this is how we connect to ourselves. If we are constantly deflecting, dissociating because it's too painful, how are we ever going to live in the now? We're not going to be able to, because we're always going to be deflecting. We're always going to be like not feeling. But if we are not feeling, how are we living? This is, as empaths, this is our blueprint. If you think about it, if we push these emotions down and we don't acknowledge them, what are you doing? You're just surviving. You're not really living your life. And I know that this is too painful. This at the moment, what you're feeling is very painful. And the best way to do it is to just not feel, is just to suppress. I really hope that tree behind me doesn't fall down. One day it will, and because my chair is so close to it, I really hope that it doesn't fall forward. One day it will. And whoever is going to be on that live is going to laugh their heads off. I know. Anyway, back to what we were talking about. So this is about allowing us to feel, all right? To feel this, okay? This is about giving yourself permission to feel. This is about processing those feelings, okay? Because if you suppress, repress, what you're doing is you're disconnecting from yourself. And that isn't a way to live, is it? Dwayne says, why is it that I feel so guilty for disconnecting and shutting down? The email my narcissist sent me, she was condescending and told me it was my disconnecting and avoidance to blame. Well, Dwayne, I feel like for you, this was more about you protecting yourself. This is why disconnecting and shutting down, not feeling, this is more about, yeah, you are right. Yes, you were subconsciously protecting yourself. Dwayne, yeah, I second that. That's exactly what you were doing. And this is what I'm saying. This is what the body does. It disconnects. You don't want to feel, you don't even want to talk. You don't even want to be around that person. You are just kind of like a zombie. And that's what happens in these interactions. Now, I just want to bring this to your attention. Now, think about it, right? You're in this relationship, all right? And you then become ambivalent, all right? That's not what a relationship is meant to be about, is it? Regardless whether that's a romantic relationship or that's a family dynamic, that's not what relationships are meant to be about. That's not what's supposed to happen. You're supposed to actually be free, be happy, experience life in such a way, in such a magical way. I don't know how else to kind of explain it, but it's more about like, you experience life in a way that is supposed to fulfill you and you feel good, because why the hell would we want to be here? Why the hell would we want to feel life like this? And this is what's so sad, that so many of us have to disconnect from who we actually are in order to be able to survive. And that's just it. We're surviving. We're not thriving. We're not living. And even after the narcissist is gone, we still don't feel, because the way that they have spoken to us, the way that they are with us, the way that they treated us, and the way that they have actually made us think about ourselves. M. Singh, bless you. Thank you so much. M. Singh says 18 months of no contact, but my problem is that I keep getting jealous that he's happier with someone better than me. Am I toxic for feeling this way? No, hell no, you are not. But the reason that you're feeling like this is because you think that he is doing better, than you. All right. And that's the reason why. And it's not. Because if you think about it, right, narcissists don't move on. Guys, how many videos have I done about this? All right. They don't actually move on. Even though they are with another person, have they done the internal work? Have they even done any type of work to try and understand themselves? No, what they did is they blamed you. They blamed you for all the issues and how you have got to change. Okay. And what they've done is they've just replaced you. So everything that they were doing, everything that they were saying, they're still doing to this other person. So you're thinking, oh, because you're seeing the illusion that they're doing so well with this person, they're having this wonderful time. No, that's a lie. Okay, remember, you can't believe everything that you see, because with a narcissist, it's just a show. It's literally a show, because they need to make everyone else believe that their life is so much better than everybody else's on this planet, and that they are having this amazing life. They're living their dream. They're not. You know how these people were towards you. That isn't going to change. They don't take steps to rectify it and be somebody different, be someone better, to understand themselves. Okay, they just carry on doing the same thing. So M. Singh, you know what? Even though he is with that other person, he's doing the same thing that he had done to you or did to you. So please don't think that it's going to get any better and they're having the best time of their life. No, it's not. Okay. I know that we feel jealous. And I talked about this, jealousy, jealous of another person, thinking that someone is better or doing better. Because if you think about it, jealousy is a emotion that doesn't make you feel good, because you feel that another person is doing better than you or has got something that you don't. Now let's think about that, right? This person has something that you don't. So who is it that you're jealous about? The new supply, the narcissist? Let's take the new supply, for example. All right, so they've got the narcissist and they have this love bombing era, or they've got the mirroring era at the moment. You know what happens after, don't you, my friends? Please write in the chat, because you know what happens next, don't you? This is a joke. This is an absolute joke, because you know that this is fake, and that they are always going to be doing this same cycle. Value, devalue, discard. And there we go again. Value, devalue, discard. This is how they are. This isn't going to change overnight. This stems from childhood. All right? So please don't think suddenly, bang, they are going to be healed and they are having the most amazing time. The reason why it looks good, maybe from the outside looking in, is because maybe the new supply is so blind, doesn't understand about narcissism, doesn't really see what is going on. So you have to consider that as well, my friends. Okay? So the jealous of the narcissist, oh, so you want them back, right? Because the gaslighting, the abuse, them making you feel awful, like you are nothing, maybe even the cheating, the lies. That is what you're jealous of. Remember that. And this is what I always say, guys, how many times have I said this, right? Get 2 pieces of paper, and on one piece of paper, write down why you want to be with them, why you want this person in your life. And take your time doing this, all right? And then on the other piece of paper, write down the truth, the reality of the situation, the reality of who this person is. And I guarantee you, one list will be longer than the other, all right? So, you know, guys, you've got to put this into perspective. Your jealousy is misplaced. Wanting something that isn't real. You've got to remember that the narcissist is not the same person that you met right at the beginning. Now, this isn't the truth. All right. They were pretending, because remember, this comes from a broken place. OK, they were making you fall in love with them because they needed to trap you in this conundrum, so to speak. Okay, they needed to trap you. Yes, Devin, you are right. They're programming you. This is mind control. If you really think about it, they get you all excited. They get you all hooked. You're feeling good. That's what's going on in the mirroring and the love bombing stage. So you guys are looking at this new supply, but what they're really doing is they're doing mind control, because they're going to be programming that new supply into someone that they want them to be. All right, someone who is going to listen to them, someone who is going to be obedient. That's what they're doing. Okay, so they're programming you right at the beginning, you know, so they're going to give you all this love, all of this everything, and you're going to fall in love with them. You are going to fall head over heels, and this is going to feel like a soulmate, and you're going to be like, oh my God, this is amazing. I've never met anyone like you. But this is fake. This isn't who they are. If they had showed you who they are, like the person that they were right at the end, the one that's putting you down, the one that made you feel awful, the one that was swearing at you, the one that was throwing things at you, the one that kept walking out, would you have stayed? No, you wouldn't have. So that's what I'm saying. See this in perspective. Guy next door, thank you so much. Thank you. And it's nice to see you. So narcissists are predictable. Yes, you are absolutely right. They are. Some supply may put up with the abuse longer, but the narc will repeat the same cycle on them. Nobody can turn a lion into a kitty. I love this. Guys, please screenshot this. And remember, you are absolutely right. Some supply will put up with the abuse longer because they don't see it for what it is. And that's what you've got to remember, my friends. It's about you. Thank you so much, Sarah, for becoming a journal prompt member. Thank you. You know, some of you've got to remember that this isn't, you know what, this is a roller coaster. You're absolutely right, Dwayne. It is a roller coaster. It is like constantly going like this, but you've got to remember what actually is going on here. Why would someone, okay, right, think about this for a moment, my friends. Think about this, all right? Why would someone, all right, pretend to be somebody else just to get you to love them? Like, really, right? Think about it. Isn't that weird? Isn't that so weird, my friends? Because I think it is. Like, why would you pretend to be someone else? So you trap someone to love you or fall in love with you, because that's what they do. And then they gaslight you. Oh, let's not forget that bit. They lie to your face. You know they are lying. You've caught them in the lie how many times? And they lie to your face. Who does that? Seriously, who does that? Okay, so you've got someone who is doing this, all right, to keep you, right? To keep you where they want you. Why would you be jealous of that? Because that new supplier is getting that, or they're going to have that. Why would you be jealous? And so can you see? You know this person has lied to your face, have put you down. So this is why we shut off our feelings, because we don't want to feel anymore, because it's too much. It's too overwhelming. And we shut off to protect ourselves. And that's what I'm saying. You have to allow yourself to feel. And it's going to be strange, because there's probably been a long amount of time, probably longer than you had wished for, where you have been suppressing, pushing down those emotions just to not feel. But you got to remember one thing, and Freud talked about this. Whatever you push down will come back up again. Kind of like the analogy of a balloon. You put lots of helium into this balloon, but once you stop, it comes down. I always used to say to my clients, think about it, like when you're drinking alcohol and you have too much, you're having a good time whilst you're drinking the alcohol, and you're out with your friends, you're on the dance floor. I don't know if you guys do go on the dance floor. I do. I like to dance, especially when I have a drink. But anyway, so you're on the dance floor, you're having a good time, and you're drinking shot after shot. What happens when it's too much? It comes back up again, doesn't it? When we overindulge. And it's the same analogy. How much more are you going to repress? It's got to come out somewhere. Okay? It needs a release. Okay? And you see, sometimes what happens is when you suppress or repress these emotions or this energy that you're pushing down, this negative energy, okay, it comes out in a physical ailment. So in some sort of disease. And it does. And that's what you've got to be aware of, because if you're not allowing yourself to feel, there are going to be consequences to that. It might come up in heart problems because the blood pressure is too high. Might come up in diabetes because the stress is too much. And the production of insulin is affected. Your hormones will be affected. Cortisol levels will be affected. All of these things are just not good. IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, caused by stress, anxiety. So really understand that actually, narcissistic abuse can actually kill you. And I know that is quite a morbid subject, but it's something for you to consider. You've got to take your healing into your own hands and take control of it, and you've got to push forward, because repressing, not feeling, you're going to pay for it later. It might feel good at the moment because you're not feeling, and it's okay. But at some point, it's going to show its face again, and you've got to protect yourself from that. So this is about allowing yourself the upset, the pain, the grief, the loss. And I would encourage, if any of you are going through this, is to speak to a professional, someone who understands, someone who you're going to feel safe with, but someone who also understands narcissistic abuse, okay? Because this will really help you to move forward. This will really help you to kind of process these difficult emotions that you are going through. And there is light at the end of this tunnel. You can heal from it. It doesn't mean you've got to be stuck in this. You can get through this. So the next thing, and I know that we're all guilty of this, but it's okay. It's all right. What I would say to you is try not to contact the ex, or try not to look on their social media and check up and see what they're doing when you haven't heard from them? Because I know a lot of you would have, had the Hoover or had some sort of communication from them. But for those of us who don't check up on them. It's just the worst thing you can do. Why look? I know curiosity is something that motivates this behavior. And we want to see what they are doing. We want to see how they're getting on in their lives. And I know it's one of those, because all you've got to do is create a fake account. They're not even going to know it's you. But that's where you got to think, you know what? What's it doing to you? Okay, what is it going to do for you to see a manifestation of a reality that isn't true? For you to see something that is not real. Okay, because you're just seeing the lie, because it's the illusion. That's what they're showing. And I know that we are all guilty of this. I know that we've all done this at some point. But what's the point of opening up that pain? They're an ex for a reason. How many times are you going to go back? Because if it's you that's not looking, they will be looking. And they will be hoovering. Oh, they really will. But you got to be strong enough to be able to reject that hoover. Reject that communication that comes in. Because what's going to happen? What? You're going to go around in this cycle again? What is the point? And so I know that even contacting them, just to even say hi, how are you? What are you doing? All of this is really difficult, especially when we have no understanding of what has happened, especially when we want some, understanding of what is going on. Okay? That is what is important. And we're feeling so desperate, so lonely. And we can't understand why this is happening. You guys are right. I'm just reading some of your comments, and you're right. Yes, a pet really will help, exactly, to be able to calm, to keep your mind occupied. It is about that self-respect. When they do pop back, you're right, Sarah, you've got to be strong. Panic attacks, Midnight Blue, yes. Thank you, Eric. Perfect, catching. That's exactly, you got to block them on social media, delete the number. Malcolm, yeah, that's the best thing. You've been ghosted. Guy next door, thank you so much. Thank you. New term, hex wife. She performed old witchery on me for 11 years. Bless you. You see, that's really bad. Old witchery. So she just basically bewitched you into staying. And that's what they do, don't they? They just completely change your mind. Like, it's disillusionment, the gaslighting. They make you think that you are the one that is in the wrong and you've got to change in some way. Crypto Ninja's got depression, can't sleep and can't eat. Yes, it sounds to me like you're stuck in this trauma. Oh, Cindy, I'm so glad it's helped. That's so good. I'm so pleased. So guys, if you're liking this live so far, please do press the like button. And we're only on point 2, so please do stick around. We've got 7 points to get, another 5 more points to get through. And if you're liking this so far, please do smash that like button, my friends. This will really help me. Oxford, bless you, my dear. Thank you. After going no contact, my health took a serious hit. I'm suffering daily, vertigo and struggling daily. I have an MRI brain scan in 2 days. Please pray. Oh my gosh. can everyone just send a lots of love and the praying emoji over to Oxford, and lots of positive energy for Oxford. Do you know what? You're going to be fine. It's going to be okay. Oxford, thank you for sharing this on the live. It's going to be absolutely fine. Guy next door. I threw her out of the cauldron last week. I found hidden around the flat. So Chase says, hi Anushka, any thoughts block? Oh gosh, I'm sorry, Chase, that's gone so quick. Can you just write that question out for me again? I'm so sorry. It goes so quickly. You're right, Kruger, they can't stand empaths. Oxford, my dear, you are going to get through this. It's going to be fine. Okay, remember that everything is reversible. It's energy, it's energetic. We are energetic beings, electric beings. Okay, that's what charges us up. Love and prayers for everyone. Thank you, everyone, for being so, so kind. So, Chase, there we go. Thank you very much. Hi, Anushka. Any thoughts on tips on blocking my narc ex-wife on social media while we co-parent our two daughters? I feel like it's my safest option, but would love your opinion. Okay, so if you can block and it's going to help you, then do that. Maybe she doesn't need to know like your personal life and what you are doing, but obviously you can't block communication because you've got children with her. I would also say that if you feel that it's going to cause issues and she is going to cause parental alienation, so that basically you're not going to be able to see your daughters, I would say don't do it, simply because it's going to cause more issues for you in the long run. If you can, do you know what? There is this feature that you can block. I know on Instagram you can block people from seeing your stories, and I think your posts, I'm not sure, but they don't even know that they can't see your stories unless they create a fake account and then they can see. But what I would say to you is block where you can. But Chase, if it is going to cause problems with you seeing your daughters, then I would probably rethink it and maybe just be careful what you're posting on social media for the time being, or create another account where you can actually block her, and then you can kind of post the pictures with your friends and things like that. So this is about protecting yourself and putting those boundaries in place so that this person can't see and know what you're getting up to. Okay, I hope that helps. But blocking if you can, like all the way, for sure, for sure. Definitely, definitely. So the next one I really wanted to bring up here, which I thought was a really important one, is the fact that we are never going to get closure. We are never going to get that closing statement that will allow us to understand just what the hell went down in this relationship or this interaction or this dynamic with this person. Okay, so I am sure those of you who are watching have probably never got closure. If that is you, please press yes or write yes in the comments, because honestly, this is such a massive thing, the closure part. I think this is one of the hardest things to actually cope with, is the fact that we don't hold on. Okay, sorry about that. Can you guys hear me? I'm so sorry. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Stephen. Do you know what it was? Because I was holding this because, you know, like when I'm talking, I get into it and I'm like, I've got to tell them. So I'm in the mic. So I do apologize. I'm sorry. Come on. You know what, guys? You know what I'm like with the technical stuff. I'm like, I'm in the flow. I'm talking. Yeah, I'm so sorry, my friends. I'm so sorry. But thank you for letting me know. Thank you. There's got to be a mistake. There's got to be a hiccup. I'm not touching anything. I'm leaving my hands here and I'm waving them. I'm going to be waving them here. So I'm really sorry, my friends. Okay, so Knivas, thank you so much. Thank you. I live next to my ex. We were going to get married this year. We broke up in January. Last Sunday, saw her with another man. I'm broken. My heart does go out to you. But it's okay. And I understand we have all been there. We have all felt like this. But she's done you a favor. Would you really wanted to marry someone like that? You didn't know her well. Because someone who really loved you and respected you, would love you unconditionally, will want the best for you. And they would never put you in a position to lose you. So the fact that she has done that and she's with someone else says a lot about her. You never got the closure, you never got the understanding. Yet you were going to be spending the rest of your life with this person. But her true colors came out, didn't they? You can see this. And you know what? You will move forward from this. You will get over this. Okay? It will take time for you to process. I know this is a big blow. I know this is hurting and this has broken your heart. But please know that this new person that she is with is also going to have the same treatment. And it isn't going to be any better. She will also leave him and move on to the next. You see, this is the pattern that follows with these types of people. They can't be alone because if they are alone, they have to think about their own selves, their broken selves, which they're trying so hard to deflect from. And when they're with someone else, it's a distraction. That's what it is. It's in a distraction. And do you remember, Knivas, there's different types of supply. And that's what I call it, because I can't even call it a relationship, because is it ever? Is it really? And so it could be that you were a primary supply, that she was ready to marry, you were going to move forward. And this person is just a secondary one, just something to just bide the time, someone that provides distraction. You've got to see it for what it really is. And I know it really hurts you right now, but you will find peace in this. Okay? You are better than that. And I know it's hard because you live next to her, but she might not be there all the time, or you might not live there all the time. Hold your head up, because you got this, okay? You got this. She did you a favor, okay? I hope this helps. Pete, don't repeat. Thank you. Thank you so much. I know. So we're back. I'm sure. Oh my God, what have I done? You can hear me now. Right, here we go. Guy next door, thank you again. The narc will be the next one's problem, not ours. I love this. I love this. This is exactly it. It's somebody else's problem, not yours. And so the closure, this is what I wanted to say, my friends. This is it. The closure, okay, is that we don't get a chance to understand. Ellery, bless you, my dear. Thank you so much. Oh, hi, Anushka. Re-Flying Monkeys. I've avoided a best but mutual friend since last year's breakup. Shut Facebook to avoid discussing her. It feels awful. Thank you. You know what, Ellery? Do you know what? You might have to do these things to protect yourself. Okay, it's a difficult thing, and I understand that you like when you have mutual friends because you don't want to because you don't want this person to actually, hold on, I'm just going to do that, because you don't want, this person to, you don't want to talk about them, you don't want to keep, that energy going, like still talking about this person. But look, you've definitely done the right thing, and I know it feels awful to be able to have to do that to someone, but you know what, you are protecting yourself. This is what is important, is the fact that you are protecting you. Okay. And I love it. Orion files, exactly what you said. Put up a fence or a plant a big tree. This is about putting those borders, those barriers, because actually that's what is important here, is the fact that, you have to protect yourself in these scenarios, because what are you going to do? Leave yourself wide open for someone else to hurt you, for something else to go wrong? You have to look after yourselves, okay? Because you are the most important. And if it means that you have to get rid of friends, well, maybe, do you know what? Maybe they weren't your friends to begin with, because if they haven't got your back, why would you need people like that around you? Why do you want people like that? And this is what I'm saying. This is, you got to look after you. You are the most important. And that is what is at stake here, is you. You've got to really protect yourself. Like, you've really got to understand your worth. Exactly, Kruger. A normal person would give you closure and wish you all the best and blame you not for everything to destroy at the end, like you meant nothing. And it's exactly that. This is what I was going to say. Like, if you were in a healthy relationship, okay, all right, that person is going to wish you well. That person is, you'll go, do you know what's going to happen? Like, the two of you will discuss things, okay? You'll talk, okay? And you'll be like, right, okay, so this relationship or this kind of connection isn't working, all right? And, maybe we need to think about, going separate ways. But the two of you will talk. You'll talk it out. It's not going to be something that's like, bang, overnight and that person is gone. No, this is going to take some time. There's going to be discussions. They're going to hear out what you've got to say. You will listen to what that person has got to say. So it's like, okay, so you mutually agree, and you kind of, you understand that maybe you are not compatible. Maybe you've served your purpose together and it's time to move on. But no, not with a narcissist. Isn't that right, my friends? Not with a narcissist. With a narcissist, it's the complete and utter opposite. They disappear into the dead of the night. 1 minute they're there and poof, they are gone. This, like, oh my God, like, this is the most weirdest thing. Hello, Laurie, nice to see you. This is the most weirdest thing, isn't it? Like, 1 minute you're there in a relationship when everything's going okay, like you've had a good day and you're like, whatever, and then they're not there anymore. And that's what I mean. The closure you do not get. You do not get anything. You don't even understand why this person is gone. And do you know what we do as empathetic people? We then internalize it and think, oh, we did this. Oh no, maybe we need to change, because this is what we've always done, right? We've taken the responsibility and we're like, yeah, do you know what? Maybe we need to change. And so we set off doing the work. Meanwhile, this person, okay, has gone silent on you. Maybe they're telling little lies about you to others. Maybe they're smearing you to other people. Yeah? And then before we know it, they're with someone else. But we're still here trying to do the work, trying to work out like, oh, okay, maybe if I change, then maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe if I did this, then that wouldn't have happened. And that's why it hurts so much. That's why it cuts deep, my friends. It's because we take on the responsibility that we've got to change in some way to make this interaction or make this situation better. That is why it hurts, because we feel that we have to take the responsibility and do something about it, when really, how crazy is it that this person is here 1 minute, everything's going all right, but then they are thinking something else and then they do something else. Isn't that just strange? That you think one thing and do another, or you say one thing and then you do another. Dwayne, this is it. Feeling like I could have made it better. Really. It's because you're taking the responsibility for that. And that's what they do. That's exactly that is a perfect example of how we take the responsibility and that we have to change it in some way. Thank you so much, M. Singh. He cheated on me and said it was my fault. There we go. Bless you, M. Singh. Bless you. Of course he did. Of course he did. And how many of us have been cheated on here, my friends? Cuts deep, doesn't it? Cuts deep when someone betrays you like that. You give them everything. You're really kind to them. You give them so much love, unconditional love, understanding, freedom. Because you never think that this person will do that. But yeah, they cheat. And that cuts deep, doesn't it? And that's what I'm saying. We as human beings, we don't need multiple partners. We don't need that. We just need that one person that is going to be there for us, right? Just need another companion. We don't need like 2, 3, 10 of them. We just need just one other one. And you see, that's where the issues are. If you really take it back, you know, to its primal point here, is that we don't need 3 or 4 other people. We just need that one person who cares about us, who wants the best for us, who loves us for who we are. Okay? We don't need, this is what the narcissist is like. They need more people they actually use these people to prove to them that they are worthy, because the narcissist already believes that they are not worthy, but they have all these other people around them to show them or to prove to them that they are enough. And this is this whole thing with the narcissist and cheating, is the fact that it's not about the intimacy, it's not about the actual act that they want, it's about how that person elevates them, how that person makes them feel. Because if you think about it, right at the beginning, you know, when you're on the flirt and you're going out there, you know, and it's the first few times, like, it's exciting, it's fun, it's nice, you know, that little chat, you know, the text, or you're meeting up for the first or second time, it's all very exciting, you know, and that first moment of intimacy, all very, very exciting. And for the narcissist, this is feeding their ego, this is feeding them, and they just want more and more of it, because that one person isn't enough. They need more. And that's really what it's about. So think about it next time. Think about it, right? Is cheating not something to do with with that person's own issue, right? If you think about it, like cheating, is that someone not feeling good enough? It's confidence, about self-worth when someone cheats, isn't it? If you really think about it, because you think that one person is not enough, and then you want more. Does that make sense, my friends? Vanessa, thank you so much. Vanessa, nice to meet you. Thank you for being on the live. After being blocked and him trying several times with a fake number, he decided to show up in person at my church. Of course he did. He saw a side of me he didn't expect. Dry and unemotional. That was 3 months ago. Go on, Vanessa. Yes. That's exactly it. That's exactly what we have to be. And you know what? This is what I always say, is we always talk about in the videos. We have got to be unpredictable. That's it, Vanessa. You done so well. Like, hats off to you. Go on. Absolutely. Rounds of applause to you, Vanessa. That's it. Guys, take example of this, right? Because what Vanessa is saying here is that she was unpredictable. The narcissist, all right, hated the fact that Vanessa blocked him, and he was trying to call her, like he was pursuing her with a fake number, and Vanessa knew. Vanessa was like, nah, I know that's him. And you completely went no contact. This is her power. This is your power, Vanessa. This is how you get power over a narcissist. Okay, and so because Vanessa wasn't answering him, he shows up in person. This is what they do when you are blocking, when you have got this person blocked, okay, and they're getting no reaction, no nothing. And I talked about this in a few lives and in a few videos, that actually they will just turn up. They'll turn up in your face, like it could be at your work, at your home, you know, at your church. This is what they do. And he was brave. He was really, really brave. And he got something that he didn't expect, because you were unpredictable, dry and unemotional. And so you sent him on his merry way, and that was that. Hats off to you, Vanessa. That's exactly it. That's exactly what has to happen. You see, and so you become something that the narcissist doesn't expect. That's your power. That's how you regain power. Because remember, okay, they use what you're doing, what you're thinking, what you're saying, okay? They use that and they take that. Yes, that's it, Cindy, become indifferent, right? They take that and they destroy it. They use it for their own, oh God, guys, I forgot the word. They use it for their own purposes, okay? They use it for their own purposes. They do it so it works in their favor. Thank you so much, guy next door. Bless you. Thank you, thank you. The whole narc is a cheat. They cheat emotionally, financially, physically, and dupe us into thinking it's real love. Yes. A narcissist confessions happens through blame shifting. Yes. Yes. It so does, guy next door. You are so right. The confessions happen through blame shifting because whatever they say, they project onto you. They say that the issue is you. And that's how you know that what they're actually saying, okay, is what's going on in their mind about you. This is so true. This is so true. They cheat. They are cheats. They are con men and women. They con us, don't they? You're so right. That's right, Cindy. You can reverse things on them by becoming indifferent. You see, and a lot of us think, oh, we need to get revenge on this person. But revenge, you don't need to worry about revenge and do the same thing that they are doing to you. It's not about that. This isn't about you doing what they do to you. This is a different mind. Like, you got to think differently here. You can't think like the narcissist. All right, you've got to be smart, and because they think differently to healthy or people out there. I was about to say normal people, but I don't like using the word normal. But yeah, like normal people, like they think differently. So you got to play the game differently because, my friends, this is a game. This is a mind game. That's what they're doing. All right, so you got to think of this differently. The only way is you've got to get smart. And by you taking yourself away from what is going on and becoming, like you guys have said, indifferent, like Vanessa did, dry and unemotional, oh my God, they're going to hate it because they can't get anything from you. That is how you win. That is the revenge. Not doing the same thing that they do. What is the point? That's not how you're going to get past this, because remember, if you are avenging yourself on somebody, that is a negative connotation, isn't it? So when you become distant, cold, you're removing yourself. You are saying no more. I'm done. I don't want to do this. You make that pledge to yourself, because it isn't about them. It's not about revenge, because what you're doing, you're externalizing, your energy, okay, and your needs and your wants, because you're trying to take revenge on someone. No, you take yourself away. You don't need to stoop to their level. You got to make this work for you, because these are mind games. Are you going to keep playing these mind games? Revenge is a mind game. You're like, no, I'm done. I don't want this. Pete, don't repeat. Thank you. Revenge is their validation. Pete, don't repeat. You are so right. That is it. Because their validation is the fact that they have got to you. So you've got to stoop down to their level and do what they have done to you. That's what it's about. So you take your energy back. You just remove yourself like Vanessa did. And I'm going to keep, Vanessa, thank you so much, my dear, for bringing this up, what you did, because this is a great example. And I think what you have done is absolutely amazing. So hats off to you, honestly. Like, she was just dry and indifferent. They hate that. They hate it because they can't take something and destroy it, okay, and use it to their own gains. They hate it. So that is how you win, okay? Actually, that is how you get your own closure as well, if we really think about it, because you're closing the door on that, and you are locking the door behind you, and you are walking away to freedom. Because you don't want to play that mind game anymore, right? You don't want to play. Yes, sorrow, rejection stings the most for them. It hurts them worse than it hurts us. So guys, I hope you're enjoying the live. Those of you that are watching, sorry, please do press the like button. I really appreciate your support, so thank you ever so much. And those that are on the live chat, thank you for being here. I just want to say, guys, thank you, all of you, for being here. I hope this is helping. Kevin King, thank you so much. I really appreciate donation. Thank you. The guy next door, thank you again so much. Thank you. Oh, this really helps. I've got to say, right, that these donations really help. I'm so grateful to each and every one of you. Honestly, I am. And I know that a lot of you don't know my backstory, but I am full-time on YouTube now. And sorry, I'm just trying to move this down. I'm full-time on YouTube now. About a year ago, I was working in an addictions clinic. Oh my God, you know how many narcissists were in there? They were all addicted. They were all addicted to some sort of substance, mainly alcohol. And I worked on the alcohol team, but then I also worked on the drug team as well. But yeah, like I don't work there anymore. So I'm full-time on YouTube, and like literally I am full-time on this and devoting my time and energy to help you guys. So do you know what? These donations mean so much, a hell of a lot to me. And I just wanted to say that I'm really grateful for them. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. Even for you guys being here and watching. Okay, I am grateful for you. So the guy next door, thank you again. Vengeance solves nothing. They will draw narcissistic supply from our emotional reactions. All supply is good supply. Rise up, ramble on, live life. That's it. That's it. You are so right. That is exactly what they are doing. Okay? They're still getting supply off you even when you are not there. Pete, don't repeat, you were right. It just gives them validation. So all of these negative emotions, this negative energy that you're feeling, that is what it is. It's just feeding them. Stop feeding them, okay? We'll move on. This life is about you. This is your life. So this is about, what do you want? How do you want to live your life? What do you want from your life? Where do you want to be? Yeah, where do you want to be in your life? This time next week, next month, 6 months, 9 months, 1 year. Where do you want to be? What do you want to be doing? Because this is your life. This is your experience here now. You're not going to see the same day again. And so when we are wasting, worrying, about this narcissist, about this person, this toxic individual, this person in your life that has brought you nothing but pain and misery, you're going to be worrying, feeling jealous that they have moved on there with someone else. So what? Seriously, so what? Let them go. Bye. What have they done for you? How have they made you happy? What have they done for you? How have they helped you? How have they elevated you? How have they made your life better? But you're still stuck thinking about them. So what if they're with another person? Fine, go. Your life means more because it's yours. And you're concentrating, you're thinking still what they're doing. This is the mind control still coming back, They're still holding you prisoner even though they're not there with you. So put it into perspective, guys. You're going to be wasting what? Your whole summer? Thinking, oh, they are this, they're doing this. Meanwhile, you're not living, you are stuck. And you're still feeling that pain. You're still feeling that trauma. You are stuck. You're not seeing what is in front of you. You're not living in the present moment. You're not experiencing your life. But I'll tell you something. You did not come onto this earth, okay, to have an experience like this. Remember, we have choice in life. Everything is about perspective and choice. What is your choice? And I know, Cindy, I understand you're dealing with a lot of us are dealing with these trauma bonds. But again, trauma bonds is conditioning. All right? It's a conditioning. It's behavioral, but also cognitive conditioning. I understand, Cindy. Yes, you are experiencing the trauma, and I know some of you are as well. But that's because we don't understand it. We don't see it. Laurie, my dear, thank you for joining, and thank you so much. Such wise words, Anushka. Thank you. Thank you. But this is what I mean. It's just a choice. Cindy, I know it's hurtful. No, it's not love, my dear. It's not love at all. How can love be this painful? Love is supposed to be easy and free and unconditional and elevating. But none of it feels like that, does it? Kevin King, thank you so, so much. My ex is a judge, love bombed me, told me she is impulsive and a black and white thinker, discussed a future together, and meeting my family, broke up with me a day after we returned from vacation, shocked. Oh, Kevin, bless you, my dear Kevin. Yeah, this is it, the impulsivity, isn't it? I talk about a lot about narcissists and the impulsive thinking. And I'll tell you something, her being a judge, a position of power, you wouldn't expect this type of behavior. You wouldn't expect that to be happening. So I completely understand. And the black and white thinking is more about, logical thinker, no emotion. No emotion, logical thinker, black and white. Yeah, so this is where the impulsion would have come in as well. So, of course, and I'm sure that this is so hurtful because, yes, you discussed a future together, and meeting your family, and poof, gone, isn't it? I completely understand that you're shocked and it's very difficult to try and understand what has happened. Kevin, you're not going to get closure from what has happened. And I can tell you, you're not going to get an understanding of what has happened. But one thing I want you to know is be patient with yourself and focus on the present. Okay, focus on where you are right now. And what needs to happen is you need to process what has happened. I completely understand this is awful. But maybe it's a good thing that this happened. Because now you see who she really is. You see what has happened in front of you here. And this person wasn't about you. They were about themselves. And they're going to keep doing this. This person isn't going to change. They're going to be like this always. And it's going to take time to process. And I know it's really uncomfortable where you are right now. And I know that you had planned this future with her. And I know at the moment it must be very difficult to get your head around, like, what the hell has just happened? This person is here one moment and then gone the next. Take your time. But know that you've escaped something or you've got freedom from something that wasn't ever going to materials and never was going to go forward. So this gives you the freedom to be able to choose your life, and decide what you want. Process this for as long as you need. But don't allow it to go round and round in your mind so that you're overthinking and ruminating this. Talk to maybe a professional or someone that you trust to help you move through this. I hope that helps, Kevin. Bless you. I know a lot of us have gone through this and have experienced exactly this. So Kevin, my heart does go out to you, but you will move forward from this. This person isn't okay to have done something like that, okay? That isn't healthy behavior. So this is another thing that you've got to consider, that this person wasn't for you. Which brings me actually to the next point, my friends, is about maintaining or having people around you, okay, that support you. Pete, don't repeat. Thank you so much. Thank you. Learning how to live with the pain is closure. Learning how to, yes, to live and to process the pain is closure. You are absolutely right. And this will help us, you know, to be able to understand it, to move forward from this. You are right. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's right, Molly. We must save our own lives. That's true. So, yeah, so this is about having strong support system in place, all right, with people that you trust, people that you feel good, people that love you, all right, that you know that you can be yourselves, and that people who are positive. Because so much of our energy, our kindness, our compassion has been taken from us, okay? It's been taken. It's been siphoned from us. Not that we wanted it to be. Kevin, thank you. Thank you. So Kevin compared me to her ex and said she left him for someone like me. Everything she loved about me, she used against me in the discard. Inversion and projection, isn't it, Kevin? She took that information and turned it around and used it against you because she had nothing else. She had nothing else in the meantime. There wasn't a reason for her to actually leave. So she made one up. That's what it's about. She made one up. And that's the impulsivity, isn't it, Kevin? That's the way she is. The impulsivity of just, you know, like just doing things off the spur of the moment. There's no calmness. There's no processing of emotions. There's no, you know, she can't self-soothe, which is why there's impulsivity, which is why there's all these racing thoughts that happen. And so this is why people make decisions like this. That's why, Kevin. But actually there wasn't a reason for her to leave. So she made one up. And she or not any of those things that she has said. All right? And that's what you got to remember. And if someone is like that to you, do they really love you? Or are they just mean and callous? That's what you got to think. This says a lot about her and her behavior. So yes, this is about maintaining a strong support system as well with positive people. Because of the positivity has been taken from us and we don't feel positive, we don't feel good about ourselves. This is about us trying to get that from elsewhere. All right. And it's fine. It's not that you're using these people to get that. These people love you and they want to show you their love. They love you unconditionally and they want to fill you up with positivity. And I'm sure that you have friends or people that you know like this that would be able to, you know, be around them for a little bit, because that will really help you to recalibrate, regain your own energy, your own positivity, because that is important to do that. Because it's been taken from you so much and, you know, you need it back in your life, right? You need it back. So think of all the other things that you can do that are positive, that make you feel good. Like, for example, is it getting massages? Is it doing meditation, journaling, going out into nature? Horse riding, which is something that I haven't done for a long time. And I was thinking about that today. I really haven't been on the horse for like literally, I think it's been like 10 months. I think in the autumn I will go back to riding again because I really miss that. You know, and just doing things that make you feel good. All right, what is it that makes you feel good? This is another thing. This is about the connection to yourself, isn't it? If we are concentrating about what they are doing, who they're with, how they are living their life, well, you're concentrating on them, what they are doing. What about you? You're not concentrating on you. See, because your attention's on them. You're still feeding them. Stop doing that. Think about yourselves for a change. That's right, Vanessa. Please educate yourself on these people. This is energetic exchange. Remember, if you're thinking about someone, because they know, then they are thinking about you. So there's this energetic exchange. This is a real thing. This is a scientific proven thing. When you're thinking about someone, the other person's thinking about you. That's why they're on your mind. So be aware of the energy that you are still feeling the narcissist, even though you're not with them. Ruminating, thinking, watching them on social media. What are they doing? That's still all feeding them. Isn't it, my friends? That's still feeding them. Take that energy back. Give that back to yourself. That's right, Malcolm. Keep the mind busy. That's what you need to be doing. Not, giving your energy out. They're siphoning it from you. So think about what makes you happy. What is positive for you? Where and what do you do? What people around you, make you feel positive? Because that is what is important. And that leads me on to the next part, my favorite part. Rediscover your true self. Okay? Rediscover who you are. The connection to self. Right? The connection to self. This is what the book I am writing about, but I'm not getting onto the subject. I know I say this every week. I'm not getting onto the subject of the book because I haven't done any work towards the book and it's annoying me. Anyway, so rediscover your true self. Who are you? Who are you? What do you stand for? What are your morals? What are your values? Who are you? What do you want to be remembered for? Your legacy. What do you want to be remembered for? Do any of you know that? If you do, write it in the comments. I would love to know. What are your values? What are your morals? What do you stand for? Because when you get to know yourself, this wonderful thing happens. You start accessing your higher self, that internal knowledge that already exists within you. Okay? So your intuition becomes more prominent. That's really good, Eric. You're thinking about it less and less. Dwayne, I felt lost until I started self-help in January. Amazing. Then you write yourself. No lie, I felt embarrassed. Yes. Thank you, Light. Yes. Sorry, yes, because they take, I'm going to talk about this more, Sarah. Do empaths have an identity blur void? Yeah, they do, because the narcissist, because of the gaslighting, it's the self-belief. And this is exactly a really good point, because we start believing what the narcissist has told us. Because when somebody is lying to your face and telling you all sorts of lies, all right, it's kind of like when someone says, hey, do you know what, Anushka? The sky is green. And I'm like, no, it's really not. It's blue. Well, in the UK, it's grey. And you're like, no, it's green. And you're like, but I've always seen it as grey or blue. And the narcissist is like, no, it is green. And because we as empaths, we don't want the conflict. Like, who wants the conflict? Well, all right, it's green. And so then we start changing our own beliefs. We start changing who we are. We start forgetting who we are because our identity changes, because we start blurring into the narcissist. Sarah, that's what happens. As empaths, we start blurring into the narcissist identity. And I feel like with the gaslighting, I feel like, you know what, we have a window into their world, like into their cognition, the way that they think, the way that they see things. Guy next door, bless you. Thank you so much for all of your donations. Honestly, you're so kind. Thank you. I am struggling a bit with my social anxiety. I feel that I am repelling people and often struggle to connect with others. At times I am stuck doubting myself. Could this be connected to my past? Yeah, 100% this is connected to your past. So social anxiety is about, you're worried about what others are going to think of you, how others are going to perceive you. But that's because of, it could be to do with your confidence or your self-worth. And then it's to do with the confidence because you don't feel, it's all about connection, really. If you're connected more to yourself, then you're not going to struggle with connecting with others. It's about you believing in yourself and trusting yourself. So this really fits into like understanding, rediscovering your true self. Okay, it can be done. It doesn't mean that you're going to be stuck thinking this all the time. Honestly, it's not, because it can be done. But the social anxiety goes hand in hand with that after, because you're thinking, how is someone else going to think of me? What are they thinking of me? Are they saying this? Are they doing this? Are they doing that? No. This is just the anxiety. This is the overthinking. But it doesn't mean that that really is a representation of you, because it's not you, is it? It's something that you have picked up behaviorally along the way. And the anxiety, the social anxiety, is a way for you to cope, a way for you to understand yourself. But honestly, this can be worked through. But really what you need to start doing is, first of all, what I would say, the way to building confidence is, do you know, it's spending time with yourself. Ultimately, it's about spending time with yourself, okay? So that's being your friend. Like, I don't know, you could do things, you could do activities and do things by yourself. Like, for example, horse riding. What else do I do? Painting pictures. I do that. When I was in Greece, I went to the beach on my own. So you had to get the boat to get over to the beach, and I met so many wonderful people on the beach. It's when you're doing things on your own that you feel like, okay, I know me. I feel okay doing this. I feel good. I feel fine doing this, because then you become your own friend, and so others then become drawn to your energy. Others become drawn to you. But this is about reconnecting to you, to understand yourself, to become your own friend. You've only got you in this life. You've come into this earth alone, and my friends, you're going to leave alone. And the people that we meet during our time, okay, that is what is important. Thank you, Sarah. Yes, absolutely. Yang, you're right. Yeah, going to the gym, starting a new hobbies, a new side hustle to make money online. This is it. You've got to connect back to yourself. What are your values? What are your morals? What is it that you want? You've got to bring this all back to you. Because, you know, guy next door, because you're giving out so much, you're not getting anything in return. Because you're giving out all this energy and worried about what everyone else is thinking, are you thinking about you? So this is about bringing this all back to you. This is how we build our confidence, my friends. This is about doing things for yourself, being your own friend, doing things for you. Because when you do it, okay, you feel like, oh, I managed to do that. Oh, I went to the beach by myself. I got on the boat and I was able to go there, and this was so lovely. And I spent the day with myself. You're like, oh, I accomplished something. I did something by myself. And then you get to know you. Then you keep doing more and more things because it becomes infectious. You feel good. You feel positive. And when you do that, okay, you then develop that confidence to yourself. Okay, that self-worth. You feel worthy, you know, and then it doesn't matter what everyone else is saying or thinking. You don't worry about that, because you're concentrating on yourself, and because you're having a good time, you're attracting people who are also wanting to have a good time, people who are also positive. It's infectious, it's energetic. That's how it works, my friends. Just going to say, so if you're concentrating on the narcissist, worrying about who they are with, who they're sharing their bed with, who they're going out for dates with, you're not thinking about you. You're not going to be able to do this. Going out, doing positive things, meeting new people, you know, so you're having time for your friends, because you're just constantly thinking like, oh, this has happened to me. You're not a victim, my friends, because then you're going to be trapped. If you're stuck in that victim mentality, you are then trapped. That's the trap from the narcissist. Isn't it? Because you're not moving forward, you're stuck in a prison. And how long is this sentence? Well, it's going to be as long as you want it to be. Remember, this is all about perspective and choice, my friends. It always is. What do you want from your life? Who do you want to be? What is your legacy? Think about this, my friends. Life is ticking away, and it's meant to. I'm not saying like, oh, we're gonna leave tomorrow. I'm not saying that. But time is ticking. I know time is an illusion, but time, like the days are going. Where do you want to be? What do you want to do? Oh my God, the mic moved. I kicked it. Is it still working? Okay, yeah. And this leads me on to the next bit. Self-kindness. If you're not kind to yourself, please don't expect anyone else to. It's no one else's job to do it but yours. You got to be kind to you. Because it's only you. You've only got you. So this really helps with boundaries, my friends. Being able to be kind to yourself. Again, this is about bringing in that positivity. Okay? This is about Sarah. Yes, sorry. This microphone is getting it today. Honestly, poor thing. I know. I need to show it some kindness, don't I? If you are practicing kindness, you're kind to you. What you're doing is you are showing people how you want to be treated, how you deserve to be treated. So you are showing people how you want to be treated, how you should be treated, because that's what boundaries are about. The only time that you've got to exercise boundaries is when someone is violating you, when someone is not respecting you. That is the only time. Usually, people do respect you. People don't cross those boundaries. But the time that you've got to put those boundaries in place is when that person is disrespecting you. Okay? So don't be afraid, okay, to exercise boundaries. It's not rude. I was talking with a client yesterday. This was yesterday. And he was saying to me, oh, but I feel rude doing this. And I don't feel really good because I'm not like that. You know, and I said to him, yeah, but this person doesn't respect you, which is why you need to show them that this isn't okay with you. If you're not going to protect yourself, there's no one out there that's going to do it for you. All right, so it's only you that is going to be able to do that. And if you're showing yourself kindness, which you should be anyway, because you're amazing, okay, then what you're doing is you're teaching others how you should be treated. Okay? They're very important because they're about protection. And I know a lot of us didn't get taught this in childhood. But really, what it really is about protecting yourself and saying, hold on a minute. No. Okay? Just no. Guys, I really hope that you're enjoying the live so far. If you're new on here and you've just joined, please do hit the like button. I'd be really grateful. Thank you so much. So this is all about rediscovering your true self and practicing self-kindness. The next bit is a really important bit, and I hope you do remember this. Do not blame yourself. All right, my friends, do not blame yourself for what has happened. You didn't know, okay? You didn't know that this person was like this. Because if you did, my friends, if they showed you who they were right at the beginning, you would have run, right? You would have run. So this person is all about illusion, the magic show, all right? They're going to show you who they pretend to be. because they need to trap you. And they are very good at this. It is almost as though they have a PhD in this, because they know all about illusion. They know how to fake everything. They know how to lie. They have a degree in lying. Okay, look, this is pathological lying. This is lying on another level. This goes beyond telling how many shoes you've bought. This goes beyond how many sugars you snuck into your tea. This is on another level, okay? Thank you, you're absolutely right. Yes, we did, Daryl. We saw the mask right at the beginning. We all did. We all did, my friends. You know, I thought to myself, how? Anushka, how? Did you not see? You know, you worked in psychology. Oh, that rhymes. I didn't mean that to rhyme. How did you not see? You worked in psychology. Anyway, yeah, and I was so harsh on myself, and I thought, you're such an idiot. How could you have not known? But I didn't. You don't. You don't see. And actually, I wanted to say, you know how many, I've come across this, that there's so many like therapists, psychologists that I've had, or counselors that I've had as clients, you know, and so many of them, because they're so kind, they're so compassionate, they're so loving, you know, they, no, Sarah, there is no way I'm going to rap. No. I can't sing, and I just know I can't rap. But I'd love to. I'd love to be able just to like go. Anyway, right. The thing is, you know what? We don't see through it. We don't see through it. And oh yes, this is what I was saying. There's so many like of my clients who have been like mental health professionals, even like nurses, mental health nurses, who have got caught up in these dynamics. And they're like, well, how do we see it? We've worked with people from mental health. But the thing is, because when they bewitch you, that's the only way I can say it, is when they bewitch you, you don't see it. You don't know. You cannot see the wood from the trees. You're in it. Okay, they have love bombed you. They have projected. And you're bonded onto them traumatically. Sarah, you are so funny. And abuse the mic. Oh my God. Not today. I'm washing my hair. No. Oh my God. I'd love to rap. Let me get some words in there. I need to just learn some words. So really, you know, that's you can't blame yourself for that. And for example, I know for a lot of us, myself included, it takes a long time to be able to just forgive you and think, oh, you know, I just didn't know, I didn't see it. And because you just, you know what, do you know what I think the weirdest thing is like, you'd never think that someone like this even ever exists, right? Like you see it on the movies, you don't think that you're going to be dating Hannibal Lecter. Do you know what I mean? You know, and suddenly then you think, oh my God, this is like off a horror movie. Like, hello, what is going on? Yes, you are right, the guy next door. They are the very Maclevius. Oh, I can't. This is embarrassing. I can't actually say it. They are that. And yeah, you just don't see it. You just don't know. And they are very good at it. My friends, they are very good. As we know, they are so good at this. Sarah. I do. You know, I do talk with my hands. I do. I don't know why. I just do. I just guess I was born with it. Yes, it is, Vanessa. It's their craft. They're so good. I'm actually conscious now. I'm going to sit on my hands. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit on my hands. But not for long, because I know. Yes, and it is. It's like in a horror movie. You're like going on a date with Hannibal Lecter or American Psycho. Isn't it? That's what happens. It is. Oh my God, it is. Sit on My Hands will be the name of my first rap song. Okay, that single coming out next week. You know, UK rap, UK rapper. Yeah, that's me. I'm down in the hood. Anyway, right. So okay. So, yes, this behavior that we don't see, we can't. And do you know, and that's what I'm saying. Like, don't blame yourselves for it, because oh my God, you guys in the comments, I'm actually laughing. The guy next door, I know you're teasing me. I know you are. So yes, thank you. Thank you, Eric. Yes, we don't see it. Sing, it's not fair. He hasn't suffered and I did. No, this is wrong. He is suffering. He is suffering. Okay? He is a narcissist. He's suffering already. Don't think that doesn't go unnoticed. And don't worry about whether he is suffering or not. Remember this little word called karma. Okay? Karma. All right? Honestly, it's a mother effer, and because it does work. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear. Sorry. Oh, this is not good. Sorry. I did it on the live. Sorry, and I can't beep it. Vanessa, thank you, my dear. Thank you. That's my issue. Learning how to forgive myself. How? Just do it. Just do it. Just say, put your hand on your heart. Do it now, Vanessa. And just say, I love you. Vanessa, I love you. You don't need to hold on to this negative emotion. You didn't know. You didn't know. And if you did, you would have protected yourself, and you know that. Put your hand on your heart. Forgive you. It's probably more about inner child healing. You as an adult can protect yourself, but it's your inner child, okay, that is screaming and saying, I'm scared, I'm so scared, please help me, help me, help me. But that little girl, Vanessa, just tell her it's going to be all right. Put your hand on your heart. Say, I love you. It's going to be okay. You know, we can all do that, actually. We can all do that here on the live now and just say, I love you to ourselves. Bob, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your donation. Guys, I just want to say thank you so much for the donations. I love you guys. I do. And I know you're going to say, oh, that's cheesy, but it's not. It's the truth. This is what is important. All right. We are all loved. You've got to connect back to yourself. This is what I was saying about, you know, practicing self-kindness, understanding your true selves, because each and every one of you have got that. Thank you. Please, guys, please do put your hand on your heart. I know you're probably going to feel like a fool doing it, but it's not. This is actually for you. This is for you. This is the positive energy, all right, on your heart, because we are about love. That's what this is about. Love is going to get you through this. This is how you heal from these toxic interactions, these toxic relationships. It's about love, loving yourself. These are just some steps that I actually just put together. These are steps, but ultimately it all exists in the heart chakra. Okay? So hand on your heart. Do it, my friends. Do it. Why don't you extend it and maybe do it every day before you wake up? Because this is about giving yourself that kindness, recognition, all right? Validation. That's what this is about. Love you. You've only got you. This is what I'm saying. You've come into this world, you on your own. It's you. You've come here. And look at all the people that you've met around you. Look at all the experiences that you have had. You did that on your own. But you're also equally going to leave alone. Yes. So, love yourselves. Don't blame yourselves for what has happened, what should have happened, what didn't happen. It is what it is. This was all meant to happen in this way. It's part of the divine plan, isn't it, my friends? Can't change it. We do beat them with love. You're right, Molly. It's about love. Love destroys narcissists. They don't feel love. They don't know what it is. They've never experienced it. And that's the sad thing about it. They pretend. It's always been about love. And actually, they come for you, didn't they? They come for you because they've been in your life. Daryl, oh my God, wow. I'm speechless. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. That's taken my breath away. Thank you for my shoe donation. Thank you so much, Daryl. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And thank you to each and every one of you too. Wow. I'm really grateful. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you. So, narcissists don't experience love. They don't know what it is. And Sacred Earth asks, how can narcissists heal? You know what they can do to heal? Is actually by acknowledging what they have gone through, what has happened, be able to be vulnerable and open and work through this trauma. But a narcissist is not going to do that because they're going to deflect it. Oh, guys, you are so sweet. I want to hug every single one of you. Thank you for your beautiful comments. Thank you. Honestly, like, I'm so grateful to each and every one of you. It's why I love doing these lives. Thank you. So a narcissist is never going to be able to heal because they're never going to be able to, they don't understand emotion. They are too detached. Detachment. Do you remember what we're saying right at the beginning of this live? When you are detached, you're not feeling. Thank you, guys. When you're detached, you're not feeling. Okay, you don't feel. So when you're not feeling, hey, life's great, right? Because you're just surviving, and that's what narcissists do. They don't feel. And then you got to also understand there's all these negative emotions that come with it, you know, like jealousy, there's that hatred, you know, the ego becomes more prominent because they're like, oh, this person's doing better than me, I've got to destroy them. Or this girl is prettier than me, she can't be doing this. And he's got more money, I've got to have more money. You know, this is what the ego does. It's the monkey mind. It's those words that keep going round and round and round. And that's why they've always got to be better. They've got to have the most extravagant, you know, everyone look at me. I'm the most important. Look at me. You know, so that's what it is. And I've got to have 50 friends. I've got to sleep with all of them, but I have 50 friends. That is the ego. That is an ego that is untamed, but also dysfunctional. But when you are being kind to yourself, when you practice forgiveness, when you are connecting back to yourself, what you're doing is you are taming that ego. I'm not saying the ego is a bad thing, but you have to be able to control it. You know, Freud, he talked about this, and he talked about, I think it is the analogy of little hands. And hands as in H-A-N-S, not as in hands. He talked about the dream about the white horse, which was the representation of his ego, his father, his ego, the programming, the father, right? And he came to Freud and he was saying, like, I'm scared of horses. But it wasn't that he was scared of horses. It was the fact that it was the analogy of the horse, that the horse was galloping, okay? And he couldn't control the horse. And he didn't have the reins for the horse. And the horse was galloping out of control. And Freud says to him, but you've got to tame that horse. And the horse was the representation of the ego. You got to be able to tame it. It's not a bad thing, but you have to be able to tame it so it's not, so it works with you. You notice and you're like, oh, okay, because our ego is a oh guys, thank you so much. Carl and the guy next door, thank you. The ego is our life experiences and the conditioning from childhood. That's what it is. So all of those things that we have learned in childhood, we now bring up, in our adulthood as in the ego to try and protect us. But if we don't tame it, if we don't understand what it's there for, then it can become out of control. This is why the narcissists are so dysfunctional, because they don't have that analogy. This is why they can't heal. That was a long-winded answer to that question. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry. So Carl, thank you so much. Guys, we know what love means, how strong this wonderful feeling is. We have more of that in us than we know. Yes, Carl, I love this. Cocktail time on the East Coast. Cheers to you all, strong, wonderful people. Carl, I'm coming to join you for the cocktails on the East Coast. This is amazing. And I really hope that you are enjoying your cocktail on the East Coast, but you are right. We know what love means, okay? We've experienced it. We know, because we know how to give unconditional love, because we love unconditionally, right? And we know how strong and wonderful this feeling is. Give it to yourselves first. First of all, it's you, and then others. But we know how it feels. So you'll know what it feels like to receive it. But first of all, you've got to feel it. Have no expectation. We don't expect anybody else to do that. But we need it to be reciprocated, but there's no expectation. We do it for ourselves first. Carl, thank you so much. And enjoy your cocktail. Cheers. And guy next door, thank you again. Town bicycle, cough, cough, yes, that's exactly what she is. Exactly. Everybody else could see it, right? Everyone else knew what that was. Yes. Oh, Rakshi says, are all narcissists psychopaths? They exist in the same dark triad. They exist in the same kind of concept, under the same kind of scope of the dark triad is psychopath, sociopath, narcissist, and they exist in that triad, that dark triad. So it's kind of like their behaviors blend into one. The personality disorders is an umbrella term. So we have 3 groups. The first one is, and now I'm thinking, which one is it? It's the schizotype. That's it, schizotype personality disorder, which is kind of like a personality disorder and schizophrenia mixed into one, so to speak. I'm saying, bless you, thank you. I really, really appreciate you. Thank you. I'm saying, you're so sweet. Thank you for all of your donations. Thank you. Oh my God, guys, I am literally speechless. Thank you, all of you. So yeah, going back to that question. And then you've got the mid-range, which is the dark triad, which is the psychopath, the sociopath, and the narcissist. All share the same kind of set of behaviors in varying degrees. And then you've got, I am not sure whether borderline is in part of that middle one or the third one. I am not sure, guys. So this is something you're going to have to look up. So you've got borderline and emotionally unstable. And then they share similar personalities. So if you're saying, can the narcissist be a sociopath? Yeah. They can. They can share those characteristics, those personality characteristics. So yeah. So those are the 7 things, my friends, just to finish up. I want you to take note of what you have experienced in this interaction with this person. All right? This is just something for you to think about, okay? I want you to take note of what you have experienced. I'm sitting on my hands, too much hand talking, okay? And just really think about what you have learned about yourself with this person being in your life, all right? What have you learned about you? And take this knowledge, take this knowledge and look at it from a positive perspective. Because that is what is important. What have you learned about you from a positive perspective? Because that is what is important. I also encourage you to be patient with yourself. That is also very important in this. Take your time. I know for a lot of us where we are right now might feel really, really uncomfortable, but you got to take your time and understand what has happened. And the most important thing is focus on yourself, focus on the present. Stop going back into the past. There's nothing there. It's done. You can't go there. You can't, it's just not going to happen. It's done. What you have is right now. You don't even have the future. You don't even have tomorrow. All we've got is now. We're here on the live right now. You've got now in this moment. But you do have a possibility of affecting your future. And again, this comes back to choice, doesn't it? Choice and perspective. And that's what it really is about. Choice and perspective. So what do you want to focus on? Where do you want to go in your life? What are your values? What are your morals? What do you stand for? Where do you want to be this time, next week, next month, 3 months, 6 months? And can you see this all stems back to you? We've done a full circle. It always comes back to you. So guys, I really hope that you have enjoyed this live. I really hope that this has given you kind of food for thought or ideas on how to heal from these toxic experiences that you have had. And know that you will get through this. It is a different way of thinking about it, all right? You've got to be smart in this, all right? You've got to be smart, all right? And know that you've got to look at this from a different perspective, not the one that maybe you have been looking from before. And know that you are strong enough that this is your birthright for you to do this for you. No one's going to do it for you. You have to do this for you. But it's going to be okay. And if you would like more support and maybe want to carry on some of the conversations or talk with like-minded individuals, please know that I do have the Discord server, which you can find the link in the chat, but also in the description box below. Oxford, bless you, my dear. Thank you so much. I've learned that I'm kind. Yes, you are. You are really kind, and you're also very beautiful. Now I have boundaries. Yes, exactly. You know what? This is it. You do have boundaries and you're an amazing person. And don't ever forget that. But also I'm saying this to each and every one of you as well. Okay? Please do join me on my other social accounts as well, like Instagram and TikTok. If you want to find the links, they're in the chat right now. Thank you, Yang. Thank you so much. And yeah, join a really supportive community over on the Discord server as well. Yang is also on the Discord server. Please do connect with him. And yeah, join me over on Instagram. Instagram is more about like what I'm kind of getting up to on a daily basis. But yes, I will be back. Next Tuesday. 3 more likes to 190. Guys, please do like the live stream. Let's get to 190. Thank you, all of you, for being here. Honestly, like, I really don't take your time for granted. Like, honestly, this is amazing that so many of you from, like, all over the world are here. Like, I am so grateful, like, for you guys being here. And the donations literally have, like, taken my breath away. Honestly, guys, thank you. And I will be getting those shoes. Yang, I will be getting those shoes. I need them. I need these shoes. They're amazing. Yang, thank you. Let's give all a round of applause to Yang for being here on the live. Thank you for being the moderator. Hello from Costa Rica again, Brian. M saying yes, good night to you. Yes. North Carolina. Thank you, Light. See you soon too. Yes, you guys are the best. For sure, you're the best. Like, honestly, I'm not just saying that, honestly, I mean it. You know when like I can't do fake crap. That's not me. I am like this. What you see is what you get. Honestly, I am like this. Those of you that have been like clients that have worked with me, you'll know what I mean. You know, I'm just like I kind of just say it how it is. Hello, 3 DCP from Mallorca, Spain. Hello. Thank you, Zoe. Good night. Oh, you've been packing for Zoe. Have an amazing time on your holidays. I hope you're going somewhere beautiful and hot. I really do. Thank you for having me on the TV. Thank you, Oxford. God bless you too. Good night, every one of you. Like, I can't believe the time has gone. I've really enjoyed this live. Really have. But guys, I hope this helps. And if you want to know some more information about like contacting me or working with me, please see the description box. And also you've got all the social media. So come on over, join me over there. Guys, I will see you guys all next week. Take care. Have an amazing week. Okay. And I hope that this live has helped. Goodbye. Good night. Bye.